Right, we've got some Europa League games here, and I'm going to do a treble on St. Petersburg, Olympiacos and Roma. They're all at short odds. St. Petersburg is at 129.13, Olympiacos 136, 137, and Roma 126, 127. So I'll bet those in Betfair Sportsbook and then have a go at laying them in the exchange and see if we can extract some profit from that. Okay, so let's go into the Sportsbook. So start with Zenit, wherever it is. Where is it? There it is. So it's at 128, Olympiacos 133, and Roma at 122. I hope you can see that. There's a treble there, one treble, put that in for a tenner, and that pays £20.90 there, look. So make a note of that and confirm bets. Okay, go ahead with that. So that's my treble on. The time is just before 7:30, and if I just get the Betfair up, you'll see that it's about half an hour away now. So these kick off at all three kick off at 8:05. I've put the odds for those three teams into the Dutch-in part of this lane accumulator spreadsheet, and you can see if we put all three down as a winner, I've mucked about with this number up at the top there to adjust these stakes, and if we go ahead with the odds that we've just bet at, you can see at those odds we would lose 12.94 with that set of 20 up there. Now bookies always usually show that the bet stake included to make things look nice and optimistic, so we don't actually win £20.90. I bet a tenner, so our winnings are actually £10.90, not £20.90. So if we have to go ahead and lay at those odds, for instance, and all three teams won, we would have a payout of £12.94, but bet winnings from the accumulator of £10.90. So we need to lay at lower odds than those. Now I've mucked about with this number here, and if we try to bet at 1.25 for them all, for instance, you can see that we've got payout of 12, which is too big, so we need to reduce that. So maybe put it down to 120, and that gets it down to a tenner, which would leave us with 90p. But if we hit one loser, we would only win back £9.17. So we need to lay at lower odds than those, or else adjust that a little bit. So maybe we need to aim for 1.15. And now if we hit one loser, we win £11.30 but lose our tenner, so we will be £1.30 up. If we hit all winners, we pay out £7.83 but we win £10.90. So that looks okay to me for starters. So if we can manage to lay at 1.15 or something lower, we should be able to make something out of this trade. So what we need is some goals, and preferably close together. We don't want to lay something here, for instance, and then finish up with two winners, and we don't want to finish up with losing our tenner and having lay payout as well. So we need to watch what we're doing. Rather than go ahead and just lay willy-nilly, we need to wait and see what happens and try to get two of them laid at these odds, and then lay the other one low enough to come out with something that balances up here for a profit whatever happens. If we hit one loser, don't matter which one loses, as long as we get things right. Okay, so there's it's just after 7:50, so there's about a quarter of an hour left to go. So let's see what happens in the matches. As you can see here, we've got 14 and 15 minutes gone, and Roma are 1-0 down, look. So they're up against it, so that could scupper the whole trade. They need to pull at least 2 goals back. And the other ones, Olympiacos are 0-0, and Zenit, they're 0-0 as well. So we'll have to wait and hope that Roma pull it all back. Well, I'd no sooner stopped recording than Roma have equalised, so we're back on course a little bit there now. There are 20 odd minutes gone now, and you can see that the Olympiacos have just scored, and their odds are down at 114 and 115. What I could do with one of these other teams getting down there as well, so that we can lay 2 at once. So we'll just hang fire for a while and hope that nothing else happens in the Olympiacos game, and hope we can get a goal by St. Petersburg or Roma, and then we can maybe lay 2 of them and take it from there. Now you can see now we've got 35 minutes gone, and Roma have just gone 2 up, and Olympiacos they were 2 up and they've gone 3 up now, so we don't need to lay Olympiacos at all, I don't think. And we've got Roma at 1.13 and St. Petersburg are at 155, so we can mess about with the sheet and see what we get with that. That's 1.13 and 155. Now we're back in the sheet here now. I've put Roma in at 1.13 and Zenit are 1.55, and I've got rid of the odds for Olympiacos. They're 3-0 up. I don't think we need to lay them at all. So now if we hit all winners at those odds, we lose £9.40. So that's if they all win. And we have £10.90 of winnings, so I would make about £1.50 if they all go on to win. And if Zenit continue to lose, I win £9.96 back, which isn't quite enough, is it, to cover my tenner that I've got on? Because I would have, if one of those lost, I would have a losing accumulator bet, so that's not enough, so we need to get that bigger. So up that to 25 maybe. And now we've got 12.25 if I hit a loser, and if I hit all winners, 11.75, which is bigger than that, so that's too big. Put it to 22 and have another go. That's 10.95 if I hit one loser, and 10.34, and I've got 10.90 if they all win. So I could get out at that and have a small profit either way. So that's what I would maybe need to do. So I'll just go back and have a look. We've now got Zenit at 1.6 here now, and Roma are at down there. Roma are at 1.12, so it's 1.12 and 1.6. So you can see the dilemma that you're up against with moving odds, 1.6, and that gives me 10.78, which is just inside. And if I hit a loser, I still make my tenner back. So I could go ahead at those and lay 19.47 at 1.13 and 13.75 at 1.6. So just for the sake of this video, I'll just try to do an escape out of the trade. See if we get matched up there. Not much chance because it's gone out to 163. So it's 13.50 at 163. We'll put it 165. Try to get out at that. That's 13.33 at 165. Oh, it's just got matched up. Very good, at 1.6. So that's very handy. So now we'll go and have a look at Roma. And Roma is at 112. So we'll go and lay Roma. So we've got 1.6 there now. And Roma is 112. So we need to lay 1964 at 112. Now as you can see here, I've got matched up in half time. It's still, it's just gone into, just started the second half. So I got matched up in half time at 112 for 1964. For a lay liability of 236. We'll just have a look at that in the sheet. Right, there we are, look, 112 there for 1964 and 236. So if Zenit win the game, go on and win their game, I'll have payout of 1061. I haven't laid Olympiacos at all, so I would have payout on these two lays. So I would have a winning treble with my bookie, so I would win 1090 with my bookie, but payout 1061 here. So I'd make about almost 30 pence. And if Zenit don't win, I pick up 1071 from the successful lay of Zenit, less the payout on Roma, and I would lose my tenner, so I'd make 71 pence. So win or lose, I come out of my trade okay in this instance. It would have been better if I'd had a bit more luck with the goals, and got some lower odds. At least I've got out my trade okay. So there's always another day, onwards and upwards. Now there is still a chance, of course, that Roma may not win their game. If the other team managed to equalise or something, they could lose. In which case I would pick up £31 for my lays, and that's if Zenit don't win as well. So I would pick up £31 for my lays, less my losing tenner with the bookie, so I could come out £21 up if I was really lucky. So I don't want to put the mockers on Roma, but fingers crossed, you never know what happens in football. Well, look at that, here we are just into the second half, 53 minutes gone and Zenit are losing, and their odds have gone out to 3.8 and 3.85, so it's a good job I got out of my trade when I did. So we just want Austria, Vienna. Oh, look, something's happened here. Come on, Austria, get one in. Just wait and see what's happened. Oh, it's gone back. False alarm, chaps. While we were looking at that, you may have noticed that Olympiacos was, the score there was 3-1. So I've just come into their market here, looking to lay at 101, but there's been a red card for the other side, so I'll just leave that as it was with no lay on Olympiacos. You can see now, with about 76 minutes gone, Zenit have pulled it back and they're leading 2-1, and their odds are down at 109 and 1.1, and Roma scored another one to make it 3-1, so they're on 101, and Olympiacos scored shortly after the red card for the other side, so they're looking comfortable there as well. So if I had hung on, I would be able to lay all these three and make a nice profit, but you've got to take things as you see them and try and reduce the risk. So it would have been no good waiting and hoping that Zenit would pull 2 goals back. So I got out early. So as things stand, I've no lay on Olympiacos at all, and these are now 2 winners so far. So it's looking like I'll have lay payout of 1061 but bet winnings of 1090, so I'll make the wonderful profit of about 29 pence. Good stuff. Well, as you can see, time's almost up and things are almost starting to look exciting. So the score in the Roma game is 3-all there now, look, and if Zenit let one in, I could be on a nice profit, and Olympiacos are still on 4-1. So come on Zenit, let a goal in, let's have some action. Well, there's only a few minutes left. And what's happening? Come on Dundalk, get one in. We got suspended. Will it go to 2-2 for a wonderful profit? Well, it must be a penalty. They're taking a long time. Oh, someone's injured. Oh, the suspension's gone, oh dear. So it looks like it's going to finish 1-2 after all. Never mind. It was nice while it lasted, a bit of excitement there. And it looks like all the games are finished now. So Roma finished 3-3, Olympiacos 4-1, and Zenit beat Dundalk. So I've got one loser in my ACCA. So Roma drew there. So the result of that is that I had a loser there with Roma. So my profit will be £10.41 minus my losing bet because of that loser there. So I finish up with a handsome profit of 41 pence.